What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast. And I know immediately all of you guys expect me to go crazy on Kirk Cousins about what happened. The dude can't win on Monday Night Football, all that good stuff. But let me just point out a couple things, right? If you're in the pocket and the Green Bay Packers pass rush, Zadarius Smith, like dudes are just, everybody is running right in. Like nobody is blocking for the guy. What do you want him to do? This is what I'm trying to explain to people. This is when I tell you guys that people just really, they have issues with him for whatever reason. You know, when he was with the Redskins, he put up a lot of numbers, but he didn't get any big wins. It's a lot of things surrounding Kirk Cousins, but we got to look at some of the other things that are going on. Number one, if you're a Vikings fan, right, you guys can't tell me that that defense is good enough to do anything. Like, you guys are locked in with the number 6 seed, but I was analyzing that defense, and obviously the major thing that stands out is Xavier Rhodes. That dude, remember roads closed? All you guys are running around, roads closed. The road has been open. It's been open for business for anyone at any time. You can just walk right through. That dude is, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what's going on, as far as his preparation. I don't know what's going on with his training. I don't know, but I can tell you this much. It is no way possible that Mike Zimmer is going to bring that young man back on that team. He will be released. And it's always something where it's like, it's a sad situation because you have a great opportunity. These young men have a great opportunity to play in the National Football League where a lot of people work their whole lives to do it. But in all honesty, if you watch the game and you're a fan of the game, you don't want to see that, even if it's not your team. Because the people that are out there, you expect them to be the best. And I got to be honest, you can put if Aaron Rodgers needed a first down, he was looking where Xavier Rhodes was. And that's the complete opposite of how he plays Aaron Rodgers when he sees Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is his kryptonite. Because whenever Richard Sherman's on the field, you go back to Seattle, Aaron Rodgers doesn't play the same. He's very, very nervous and finicky in the pocket. I don't know what it is about that whole situation. Even when Richard Sherman hasn't been at his best, he's always been scared of Richard Sherman. Now, I'm going to go back and we're going to talk a little bit more about Xavier Rhodes because it was a lot of key first downs where he was just getting beat. And I don't know if the defensive coordinator, I don't know if Mike Zimmer is blind, but he's the guy that everybody is targeting. So why are you leaving him on an island? Why are you not helping? If the guy is struggling, you have to do something to help. It doesn't make any sense. I understand that, everybody is in this whole format of, roads closed, they still thinking about what happened before, but that's not happening now. That is not what the case is. And that is very unfair to him also, that you're treating him like he's an all-star corner and he's not. So it's like a crazy imbalance. And then after all of that, you expect Kirk Cousins to come out there and do something when everybody on the defensive line of the Packers is back there like they have pork chops on their butt cheeks and these guys are wolves. Like, it doesn't make any sense. This is what my point is, right? If you're going to crucify Kirk Cousins, you got to also talk about what's going on the other side of the ball. This team is not what I thought they would be. The way that they've been playing overall has not been the way that we thought it would be. Adam Thielen, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes are not doing whatever. He did have that nice pass on the right side to Diggs, drop it on the dime on him and stuff like that. We're talking about Kirk Cousins. He also had a pick, 122 yards. It's all trash numbers. Very, very disgusting. But you got to understand, this is a whole situation of an entirety of a team. Like, it's everything. It's not going to work that you could just blame Kirk Cousins for the loss. I know in some games, because, he's like 0-75 million or whatever. Maybe he got one win on Monday Night Football. I don't know what he's doing. But the guy's record is disgusting. It's abysmal. But look at some of the games I remember he was playing like garbage, and it was just all his fault. But this one was a little bit different because they had so many opportunities to actually win this game, and it just didn't work out the way it was supposed to. So when you look at it along those lines, it becomes very, very difficult to just say, all right, it's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the guy, he's responsible, like, he deserves, like, all the blame. I didn't view it that way, and I watched the entire game. Now, they could have done a lot of different things to help format it. Number one, double team Devontae Adams on critical downs. Number two, make somebody on the O-line want to block. Like, whatever you have to do, like, offer them a candy or something. Like, just block, like, for at least 5 to 6 seconds. Like, do something to make it so that your quarterback is not getting pummeled as soon. He had to throw the ball like Tom Brady, but he's not Tom Brady. You see what I'm saying? He can't make those reads like that. Like, everybody expecting this guy to just be like, on top. When has Kirk Cousins ever played like this where, well, actually, you guys probably right if you're expecting that, because when he was with the Redskins, in some cases, the O-line did that to him as well. And I remember he played certain games where he had none of his starting O-line with the Redskins and still put up crazy numbers. So I don't know. Look, it's not a knock on the Vikings as far as, the team standpoint, because I believe that they're trying to put together the best team possible. But if you look overall, it's not all about the players, because the coaches have to see that Xavier Rhodes is just not a guy that you want one-on-one. And you got to stop that. You got to cheat. You got to put somebody on the side, make it look like he's in man, float back to zone. You got to do different things. You cannot just do what happened. Like, that can't happen. That's point blank period. What just happened, that cannot happen. And that's what my issue is with the entire thing. Okay, you need to make sure that in key situations, when it's the only guy that's getting beat, 83% of passes that are completed against the Vikings when you're throwing out a corner is against Xavier Rhodes. Those numbers are overwhelmingly showing you that the guy is not what he used to be. So why are you doing it still? Look, man, I was going crazy because, I got friends that want to argue about certain things. They want to say certain things. They want to go ahead and they want to say, look, you know what? This is the situation. We are going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to do this. The Vikings can do this. The Vikings ain't doing nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are going to go out in the number 6 seed. Do they have the potential to actually shock someone? Yes, they can do that. They can shock somebody. They're going to shock themselves, because if they don't get a new offensive line in a couple weeks and they don't get somebody that wants to play any kind of D, like, bro, listen, it's a wrap. And again, it's not something that I take lightly. When I'm talking about how these young men play, I want them to play well. It'll be ideal if these guys can go out there and do whatever they want. But that's not what's happening. That is not the case. Because this was Aaron Jones is running around like, yo, whatever. Like, okay, give me the ball. Okay, I'm good. I'm going for 6. Like, what is going on? This defense at one point of the Vikings was something to be reckoned with. And they got destroyed in the playoffs, a couple years ago, whatever. But at least they played well to let us think that they were a decent, overall defense. That what I saw yesterday was complete domination, and the Green Bay Packers ends up with the NFC North title, and it's well deserved. It's well deserved. They came out, they got some losses that they probably shouldn't have gotten. I'm talking about the Packers, but they continue to grow. I saw a lot of smiles on the sideline. That's pretty good. I don't like their chances for a Super Bowl, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the NFL. You never know what's going to happen. Like, if you would have told me that back with that tuck rule with Tom Brady that wasn't a fumble, I wouldn't have believed you. But guess what? History, said it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we are with it. So the NFL is what the NFL is. And that's all that it is, bro. So the Packers, some of you guys were asking, my Packer fan viewers that watch, Gmias, what do you think? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know. But Aaron Jones is a problem. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes out there that can make plays. Jamal Williams is not a bad backup. Aaron Rodgers made some throws where you're like, yeah, that's Aaron Rodgers yesterday. But he also overthrew some touchdowns, a couple that I saw that I thought would have been touchdowns, right over a couple players' heads. But that's going to happen. But either way, the Vikings right now, I have to reserve judgment to see what they do going into the playoffs. But I really need them to do the right thing. And I understand that it's going to hurt his ego, but he needs help, okay? He needs help. Xavier Rhodes needs help. He can no longer one-on-one anybody. That dude can't do anything. You know what I'm saying, bro? He could go probably, you know what I'm saying? Let him play zone. Do like Namdi. Remember Namdi? We thought that Namdi was locked down. Then he went to the thing with Cromartie. He went to the Eagles with Cromartie, and we realized the dude was a trash can. That these are the things that are being revealed, but on the same team. They have to fix the situation. This is something that people need to understand. They need to recognize that this is currently going on, and it's not okay. It's just not okay. But again, if we're going into the playoffs a couple weeks, you guys are asking me what I think about the Packers. Coming out of the NFC, it looks like the Saints or the 49ers. Like, that's if you ask me, like, right now, that's what I'm thinking. Can the Packers beat either of those teams? Absolutely. They can beat either one. Whatever. But if you're asking me, that's what I'm giving you. That's what I'm saying. I believe that's the way it's going to go down. 49ers or the Saints are going to be the team to beat, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, I have no idea what's going on. That is pretty much all that I have. It is what it is. What is this? Week 16, it's in the books. We got one more, and that's pretty much it. I want to thank all you guys and girls for watching. Definitely have a great holiday. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Stay safe. Stay blessed. One love, y'all.